The Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing is mandated to license American Sign Language interpreters under Arizona Revised Statute ARS 36-1946, 36-1971, and 36-1972 require the Commission to conduct investigations, determine the merit of complaints, and determine disciplinary or corrective action that may be necessary. You can file a complaint within 90 days after an incident occurs. You may not file a complaint if more than 90 days has passed. You may file a complaint against any interpreter, whether licensed or unlicensed. A complaint may be filed when you feel an interpreter did not behave appropriately, act professionally, violated your rights, or violated the statutes, rules, or code of professional conduct. For more information on the CPC, go to acdhh.org and locate the video titled Code of Professional Conduct. Examples of potential violations include a provisional C interpreter who comes to an assignment alone when he or she is not supposed to interpret alone, or a K-12 interpreter who is not licensed but is working with the student as written in the student's IEP. However, he or she interprets a meeting for deaf parents. A meeting with deaf adults requires a licensed interpreter. A third example is an interpreter who shares assignment-related information with others outside of the assignment, thus breaking confidentiality. To file a complaint, complete the complaint form, which can be found at acdhh.org. You may complete the form in written English or via video in American Sign Language. Your complaint must include your name, the interpreter's name, the location of the incident, the date of the incident, a detailed description of the interpreter's actions that you felt were inappropriate, names of any potential witnesses, your contact information, including a complete address, as well as any evidence you may have related to the complaint. Submit your complaint to ACDHH, Attention License Complaints Department, using the address provided on the complaint form. Once your complaint is received, ACDHH staff will send a confirmation and begin the review process. During the investigation process, ACDHH staff may contact you and ask follow-up questions. ACDHH staff may also contact the interpreter and ask him or her follow-up questions. When the investigation is complete, ACDHH staff will summarize the investigation and draft an official report for the board. The complaint will be put on the agenda to be considered by the board at the next scheduled board meeting. Both the complainant and the interpreter will be notified that the complaint will be on the agenda. Both parties will have an opportunity to make public comment regarding the complaint during the board meeting by filling out a blue comment card and submitting it to the board secretary. During their discussion, the board may ask the complainant or the interpreter clarifying questions. The board may also choose to go into executive session to seek legal advice from the Assistant Attorney General prior to deciding what action to take. When the board returns from executive session, the discussion will continue and the board will vote on what action will be taken in the open meeting. The board may choose to dismiss the complaint if they feel that the claim is unsubstantiated or is not a violation of the CPC, licensure statute, or licensure rules. The board may choose to impose a fine or offer a settlement to the interpreter. They may require the interpreter take continuing education classes. Or they may send the complaint to the Office of Administrative Hearings, also known as OWA, to be reviewed by an administrative law judge, or ALJ. The ALJ may make recommendations, such as to impose a fine, suspend the license temporarily, or permanently revoke the interpreter's license. In this case, the individual will no longer be permitted to work as an interpreter in the state of Arizona. If the interpreter disagrees with the ACDHH board or OWA's ALJ recommendation, the interpreter has the right to appeal the decision by going to OWA or civil court for further ruling. The complainant may choose to withdraw their complaint at any time during this process.